Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you my new Buckybar Cannon. It's a Buckybar Cannon Generation 2. The reason why it's Generation 2 is what's inside this project box. Got a little bank of capacitors in there being charged by a flash driving unit, and the capacitors are 330 volt. I'll shoot it and let you see how much more powerful it is with the capacitors. A couple of you have recommended that I use capacitors, and I've decided to put a bit of effort into this project and make it happen. So here we go. Oh, better put that in. Using steel projectiles. Make sure that's all the way in. I really love the gold and black gold Buckybars. Here we go. My trigger button on this side. That's the charging one, the red one. See the LED come on there, just about. Boom. Sounds much more powerful. Any more powerful, I think that will go through the can. What I'm going to be doing is putting a second coil on here soon. And when I do that, I'll upload that video. I'll charge that back up. While that's charging, I'll go through the complicated parts of how I made it. A bit further back. Now I've drawn a diagram of how the circuit is put together. Now the interesting thing that I've recently learned about is these triacs. Now these triacs are a solid state switch device. So a bit like a relay, but it's not. It's a triac, and the main part of having that in there is that you don't get all the sparking and arcing that you would get with a switch or with tapping the wire down on the capacitors, which is quite dangerous really. You want to keep your hands away from that, and the triac takes care of all of that, and it's very efficient, quite quiet to operate, and takes all that danger away from your fingers, because 330 volts is pretty dangerous. I know it's not thousands, but it's still enough to give you a heart attack. Anyway, I'll go through this pretty quickly. From the 1.5 volt battery AA to a switch, into the flash circuit, and then back out again. You'll find where the battery goes on the disposable camera, be able to work out which way around and take wires from them terminals to create put a switch on the outside of the box, and that will charge your capacitors. I've put 2 extra, but they want to be wired up like that. And to the triac, comes straight from the positive to a trigger switch, and that will go to the right hand leg of the triac. And the middle leg goes to one end of your coil. I'm using 22 SWG insulated copper wire. You can go thicker or thinner depending on how you want it to turn out. I'm not sure which way you should go really. And that goes to the minus of the capacitor. And the other leg, the left hand leg, goes to the minus of the AA battery. And that's quite simple. Triacs are only a couple of quid. I think it's about £2.30, and they can handle 600 volts, 8 amps. I'm not sure how many amps is going through this, but it's certainly not 600 volts. So it's more than meaty enough to be able to handle it. Anyway, I think that's pretty well charged now. I'll give that another go. I think I've put the projectile in there. Yep, I have. There we go. So I'm quite impressed with this, and I'll be even more impressed when I get that second coil on there. You can see that's pretty good. Anyway, please rate, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Any suggestions on how to implement this second stage coil, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, so definitely subscribe if you want to keep up with how this is going to turn out. And thanks very much. Bye.